Hello, sixth grade. This is part two of creating our superhero. As you saw earlier, we dealt with basic information first. Now we're moving on to superpower information. So when you click this middle link, it'll say bookmark and it will take you down to the superpower information section. So you have four boxes that you'll fill in. So you'll want to use your previous worksheet where you were choosing superpowers and your superhero mentors. So the first box says, what is their power? So what is the power? Explain in detail. The next box is how did they get their power? So were they born with it? Was it an accident? Kind of be detailed about that because that will definitely be going into your story. What things can stop their power from working? So weaknesses, what is going to affect them and be the kryptonite to your Superman. And then how did they discover they had that power? So what one event happened where their power first appeared to them? And that one you might want to think a little bit more about where if they were born with it, at what age did maybe that power appear? In some of the research I've done, a lot of mutant superheroes found their powers kind of in their early teens, kind of middle school age, actually. So that might be something you want to work with. So let me show you my example. I'm still working with my character, Iolata. So when I talk about what is their power, well, she technically has more than these two powers. My character, I won't go into that here. You can ask me about it though. The two powers that I'm keeping for her for this example are electrical manipulation and matter animation. Her electrical manipulation, this is the ability to generate electricity, and it includes powerful bolts of electrical force, and it can also be controlling existing electrical sources and electronic devices. So here's what her power does. That's what it is. Then she also has matter animation, so she can reshape and animate existing non living material. Can't do anything to a poor animal. And then from bringing statues to life, I can make little origami birds and bring those to life. I can animate air molecules, create wind forces, things like that. Again, I know some of you wanted two powers. I'm working off of an existing character to try to give you an example. So I'm sorry. The next box, though, is how did they get their power? So, matter animation was a power that was given to her kind of through her people on her home world. It was something that they go through and they have. And she was also genetically created to be a weapon. So, she was actually born with electrical manipulation. And she is considered a mutant as well as an alien. And so she has these two things going on. There's a huge story behind that. But again, how did they get their power? She got her matter animation this way. She has her electrical manipulation because of this. And then I just added in a little extra information. The next one is what things can stop their power from working. So some of my animation of matter powers it can actually cause me to pass out from exhaustion. My electrical manipulation can also be affected by extreme heat. Very hot temperatures can also reduce my electrical manipulation. And then also, what they call energy nullification powers can stop it entirely. So, nullification is when it just completely cancels it out. So, if there's an energy power, it'll just be like, nope, can't use it. Okay. And then for the last box, how did they discover they had a power? Well, for her electrical form, there was a moment during her childhood that it triggered her electrical form. And then, as I mentioned above, her matter animation, she knew she had that power because she went through a ceremony on her home world. And then the first time she used it, it worked. So I would also maybe put that information there. So that's how those four boxes work. If you have questions, please let me know. And the next video, I will be talking about hero information.